Manchester City 0, Tottenham Hotspur 4. I don't even know what to say about this club anymore. Welcome into Top the Perch. I'm your host, as always, Nick Burt. We're coming off an international break, the final one of the 2024 calendar year. We don't have another one until March, thank heavens. And Tottenham, obviously, their last match was that Ipswich game that left us all feeling just oh so great about this team going into that break. And of course, coming out of it, well, the team that's only dominated the league at least the past decade, and that's Manchester City. Now, on one hand, yes, we have been Manchester City's boogie team for a while, it seems. It doesn't matter which manager it is. It seems like we are always in the game. I can personally say, I don't think I've ever seen a game like this before. I mean, it was just, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was watching because I truly did not believe this was the same Tottenham Hotspur team that we saw 2 weeks ago against Ipswich that just looked absolutely awful. I can't believe that this is the same team. I mean, this starts quickly. 13th minute, Dejan Kulusevski. Oh my gosh. What a beautiful, just absolutely stunning cross into the box. James Maddison is there. He puts it in the back of the net at that far post. It's 1-0 Tottenham 13 minutes into this game. I'm like, what? Where did this come from? I mean, I truly, this season, I have not seen this team play this well before. This was the most complete performance I have seen from Tottenham Hotspur in this season. I'm tempted to say this calendar year. I mean, there's probably some I'm forgetting from last season, but this is the most complete I've seen this team play this year. I know this Man City team's dealing with a few injuries, mostly Rodri. I know that's a huge thing for them. But, I mean, this is still basically the A squad for Manchester City. They gave us a game like 2-3 weeks ago. I don't even remember when that Carabao Cup tie was. But that was basically their B squad, and they were in that game. Today, I mean, they were in the game. It just, their shot selection was awful. I think they had a total of 25 shots in this game. Obviously, they finished with 0. 18th minute, Son, right at like the corner of the box, takes a beautiful curling shot. I thought it was going to go in. Ederson makes a brilliant save on it, stopping it from going into that top corner. If that would have went in, man, oh man, this would have, that would have changed lives, honestly. It really would have. Tottenham came close again in the 20th minute, turnover. Son's in the box. He gets it to Maddison. Maddison's there. And, I mean, he puts it in the back of the net. And that makes it 2-0 for Tottenham. And we're 20 minutes into this game, and Tottenham have a 2-0 lead at the Etihad. I'm stunned. I was stunned. This was poor defending all over the place for Man City. Tottenham had a few moments where the defending wasn't the best, but, I mean, City just looked all out of sorts today. We know the whole thing about them coming into this game off 4 straight losses in all competitions, which, of course, started with that loss against Tottenham in the Carabao Cup 3 weeks ago, I think it is now. And here's Tottenham just running rampant at the Etihad. It was insane to watch. It truly was. Like I said, I mean, this is the best I've seen this team play this season. Like I said, though, City very much on the attack today. And for us missing our 2 best central defenders in Van de Ven and Romero, I mean, that says things about that says the replacements. I mean, I know they've had terrible games, but Dragishin, Davies, they had great games today. Honestly, they did. Nobody though had a better game on that back line than Gianluigi Vicario. I mean, I think like I said, I think he faced 15 shot or 25 shots, I should say today. 5 of them, I think, were on target. But I mean, boy, oh boy, did that man have one of the most outstanding games I've seen from a Tottenham goalkeeper in a long time today. He single-handedly kept us in this game. It was just brilliant. Halftime, obviously, going 2-0. Although not dominating possession, none of that kind of stuff, because, I mean, City are always going to be on the attack. Here we are. Go into the second half, we're obviously going to play a little bit more defensive, try to keep this 2-0 lead. That only led to more as we get to the 52nd minute. Turnover forced by Kulusevski. I believe he fed it to Son as he made a run up to feed it back to Kulusevski. Then it is Solanke in the box. He passes it to Pedro Porro. Porro just that ball was a bullet right into the far corner. It's 3-0 Tottenham. 3-0 Tottenham at the Etihad. I believe they said no team has scored, 3 at the Etihad. Or Man City haven't given up 3 or something along those lines since they faced Leicester in February of 2016. An absolute insane stat. I couldn't believe this. And the thing, today's goals, all of them they're absolute beauties. They're absolutely beautiful goals. The build-up of play today, I mean, boy, oh boy, is that something this team has needed for a while. And just the build-up, it makes me so happy we're seeing this team somewhat succeed. Of course, like I said, we saw none of this 2 weeks ago against Ipswich, one of the worst teams in the league. But when we're playing the top of the top, man, oh man, do we look good. If we could play Manchester City all 38 weeks of the Premier League season, we would win the league. I guarantee it. We would win the league if we could play City every single week. I don't know what it is. We're just their boogie team. They don't know how to play against us, whether, that be with Pochettino, whether that be with Mourinho, whether that be with Conte, whether that be with Nuno. I think the only one that didn't get a win against City was Ryan Mason, and his only one was that Carabao Cup final. And then, of course, you got Postecoglou. That's 2 straight wins against City for him. I truly still am trying to process this result because I truly cannot believe that we put up 4 against City, this City team at the Etihad, and we did not concede 1. We did not concede a single goal today, which just absolutely boggles my mind. I cannot believe we kept a clean sheet and we looked so dominant when we weren't even in the handful of possession. 93rd minute, Timo Werner, he crossed it. He went on a brilliant run, crossed it in the box to Johnson. Johnson puts it away. And that was that. 4-0 to the Tottenham. Again, I'm still trying to process this result. I truly cannot believe it finished this way. This has to be one of the best games I've seen this team play against Manchester City. Like, we've had some brilliant games against them. This has to be up there as one of the best. I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. Let's take a look at those stats I was talking about. So, City obviously controlled the possession, 58%, I should say. They had the more shots. It was 23, not 25. They had 5 total shots on target compared to Tottenham's 9 total shots, but 7 of those were on target. 4 of those ended up being goals. It's insane. It truly is insane that Tottenham Hotspur found a way to win this game. I cannot believe they won this game. If we look at, the expected goals, 2.15 for City and didn't get 1. 2.51 for Tottenham. I'm just baffled. I'm baffled that somehow we can look absolutely horrific against Ipswich Town We can look absolutely horrific against Crystal Palace. We can look absolutely horrific against Brighton, second half. But then we can go out there and look just absolutely mesmerizing, absolutely astounding against Manchester City. It does not make sense that this club is so good against very good teams and so awful against very bad teams. It is truly insane we have gotten to this point. I really don't know what else to say. I mean, this was truly one of the most fever dream type games, because you're like, how is this happening? How is this happening? It happens every single year too. The fact that City has just controlled football in England, at least for most of the past decade, and the one team they truly hate is Tottenham Hotspur because they can never seem to beat us. I mean, my God, that is just insane to say. That is absolutely insane to say. With the way that Tottenham Hotspur have played in games these past years, the fact that we are the boogie team to one of the greatest teams, I mean, it is so mind-boggling. Let's get to those player ratings. We got a lot of green on the board today. We'll start off top, as we always do. Heung-min's son, 8.1. He had an assist today. I thought he had a really good performance for I believe it was 63 minutes he played. I thought he looked really good. I mean, if that goal would have went in when he was at the top of the box, that would have changed lives. I think I said that earlier, but that would have changed lives if that would have went in. That would have been absolutely insane. That is a Puskas award-winning goal if that goes in. People are still talking about that goal 30 years later if that went in. That was almost one of the most insane goals I've ever seen Heung-min's son score in a Tottenham shirt. Dominic Solanke, he got an assist today, not a goal, but he was still finding space, finding room. That beautiful feed to Pedro Porro for that assist. I mean, that bumped his stock up a little bit because, I mean, he was having a little bit of a stinker today, honestly. But like I said, he was getting in position, which, I mean, truly, that's truly all that matters. If you're getting in position and getting chances for Tottenham to score, I mean, that's all you can really ask for, and that's what he did today. So he earns a 7.5. Dejan Kulusevski takes over his home again. I mean, the Etihad? No, this is the Dekihad. I'm pretty sure Tottenham tweeted that, at least the Dekihad part. But this dude, he owns Manchester City. I can't believe he does. It's insane that he does. But here we are. He had an assist on the day, but man, oh man, the performances he was putting in, just absolutely clinical, absolutely insane. He earns an 8.8. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable we got to this point. 4-0. 4-0 at the Etihad. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, we get to the man who had the brace today. James Maddison on his birthday, nonetheless. 9-1. Going to be your player of the match. It was tough picking player of the match today. Because I think our goalkeeper had a lot to say for this game. But I give it to the goal scorer because he had 2 and it's his birthday. James Maddison, what a performance today. Brilliant in that midfield position. Yves Bissouma, it's a 7-1. He almost had me gone in the first minute, I believe it was 19 seconds in. It was a late tackle on Foden, which gave him his yellow card. If that would have been anything other than yellow, if it was a different color card, my head would have been on Mars and this game would not have ended 4-0. I mean, it was an okay performance today. It wasn't the greatest. Definitely not the worst. Still a 7-1. He still contributed to the victory today. Pop Sar, a good performance from him today. That was just It's an incredible performance in the midfield. 7-7. I thought he did really well. Another 7-7 player for today. That is Destiny Udogie. What a performance. I thought he did really well today. He went off injured in the 89th minute. I hope that's not serious, but that was a great performance. This whole back line today, I don't know if they played a league game together this year. They may have not played a cup game either, with the way that we keep switching Poro off for Gray in the cup. They may have not played this either, but an absolute brilliant performance from this whole back line today. Ben Davies, brilliant job. He wasn't the best of our central defenders today, but he still did good enough. 7-6. Dragishin was the better one. He gets a 7-8. I know that's not much of a difference, but still, brilliant performance from both of them today. And Pedro Porro, oh my gosh, that goal. 8-6. A brilliant game. An absolutely brilliant game from him. That is what you want in a right back. That was insane. Wow. So much wow. And then the second man of the match, it's got to be Vicario. The way he performed today, sensational. That's the only way to put it. Sensational, magnificent, all those words. It was insane. It was truly, absolutely insane. We'll get to our subs. Brennan Johnson was the one that came on for Son in the 63rd. He got that fourth goal. That was great. 8-2. Very good performance from him. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome to watch. Werner got an assist. Bergvall, Spence, they all got subbed on in the 89th minute. No time for grades there. Ange Postecoglou earns a 9. I think this is his best win as a Tottenham Hotspur manager. I think this is his biggest win as a Tottenham Hotspur manager. This was insane. It was absolutely insane that we got to this point. And we won this game 4-0 at the Etihad. I'm still trying to comprehend it, honestly. I can't believe we got here. That's just crazy. Yeah. That's another league win for Tottenham against Manchester City. There's no other way to put it. That was insane. Tottenham Hotspur go back home. Europa League on Thursday for Americans. That's Thanksgiving. For the rest of the world, it's Thursday. They play AS Roma, who have Claudio Ranieri as their manager now. I believe they sacked their manager right before the international break. So got that new manager bound still. That's going to be a challenge for Tottenham. This will be their most challenging team they face in the Europa League. It's going to be a tough test for Tottenham on Thursday. Of course, we will be back here to recap it all on Thursday night here on Top of the Perch. So thank you so much for watching this Man City 0, Tottenham 4 recap. I still can't believe those words are being said, but here we are. So thank you so much for watching. If you just stumbled across Top of the Perch, you either enjoyed watching Tottenham have joy for once, or you hate that Tottenham has joy for once, make sure you click subscribe, because we're going to be back here, and the tables are going to turn eventually, and it's going to be an absolute disaster once again, because that's the Tottenham way. It's the Tottenham way. The disaster is coming. We all know it. Just make sure you're here for it. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you back here on Thursday for a Europa League recap here on Top of the Perch.